If you're not singing that at the top of your lungs at this house party, then you can kick rocks. Hey, I'm Tyson from the All American Rejects, and this is Crate Digging with Consequence. So these are 10 songs to play at a house party. So bear in mind, this isn't gonna be, no Sweet Caroline. I lived alone since I was 15 in a trailer house, and I had the luck of having a community of people that would drop in on me, and that turned into fun Friday nights. And I set up my band's PA in my living room, and every Friday night we would have a house party. And the record that is just so seminal to that time for me was this record, Stankonia by Outkast, and there was a song called Bombs Over Baghdad. When I heard it, I hadn't listened to a lot of hip hop, and this to me wasn't a hip hop record. This was like a rock fusion Atlanta sound that I was in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and this lifted the veil for me. When that song starts, it starts at a ruckus, and I think it would kick your house party off at a fevered pitch, no doubt. Next, we're kind of going into my Los Angeles introduction, my lost weekend, like Lennon, I guess, had, where I had a friend who had a pound of mushrooms, and I would buy an eighth off of them probably like 3 times a week. This duo called The Knife had a song called Heartbeats, and I think it's just 2011 on the nose. The sounds in that, there's some lopper sounds, and she was just so boisterous, and I didn't even know what she was talking about. But once the rototoms kick in on that first chorus, you're just sucked into this groove, and it's just... yeah, man, it's a peak of mushroom love. We're gonna kind of throw a curveball in here. One Night in Bangkok is an 80s throwback that I just fucking love. It so bucks the typical pop song archetype, and it broke through the noise in the 80s. I don't think the band had anything else that sounded like this. It was just a guy talking about this. It's probably a controversial lyrically now, but it's just about this one night in Bangkok that makes a hard man humble, which I don't know what that means, but that's the lyric, and the chorus is infectious. And if you're not singing that at the top of your lungs at this house party, then you can kick rocks. Maybe it was Shaun of the Dead when they're beating in cadence the zombie to death. That was actually my introduction to that song. I didn't know Queen for that song until I saw Shaun of the Dead. It's my favorite Queen song. And we're keeping tempo here. So we're still going. We're still cruising. We need a break after that one. We need to we're sweating now. So we're gonna spill into the Clash's All Lost in the Supermarket. It makes you feel sexy, and it's, we're talking about just being lost in a supermarket. This is what I love about great songs, is that they don't have to just sing to you about love or give you some candy lyric. It's like, this was such a vibe. This is off my favorite Clash record. It's just such a great song. When I was writing my third record, my A&R guy was like, why don't you just write a song about a sandwich? Of course I was like, fuck you. But when you're all lost in the supermarket, you can actually get what you need to make that sandwich. And I maybe should have taken that a little bit more to heart. This is an absurd song. Hocus Pocus by Focus. It's the most absurd operatic madness. If you can get through the song, you are a champion. If you skip after the first chorus, I won't hold it against you. That this song exists deserves the audience of a house party. Of course, we got to get one for the meatheads. No Sleep Till Brooklyn feels like a classic that makes any house party rise up to a guitar riff that is iconic. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, this was them making records with Rick Rubin in a dorm room, I think. This was just cassette tapes and popsicle sticks and yarn and making iconic records. This was independent artistry at its finest. They're a great band. A lot of people don't know. Beasties aren't just this hip-hop group with Mike on the turntables. This was when they were playing their own instruments on SNL and making ruckus. I love that era of the Beasties. This is another peel out of this reminds me of my wife. This was us on a beach, falling in love, and I know, why are you playing this song at a house party? But everybody has that one that kind of doesn't play well, but the dude who played it is living his life in the middle of the dance floor while it's vacated for the bathroom break. True Affection by The Blow. I love this duo. I think they make really opiate sounding lullabies, and it's a great song about a girl who's too good for the person they're talking to, and I love it. Of course, I'm going to do a shameless self-promotion here. We had a song that was born out of the backyards of America last year in our house parties, and it didn't seem like we had a way into the vacuum of modern day music, but lo and behold, a pipe dream cast into the backyards of the willing hosts woke up the giant for us, and it was on the back of a song called Easy Come, Easy Go, which is a rattlesnake in 2.5 minutes, and I'm really proud of this song because I don't think it's something you expect from this band. So that's 9 songs. We got to close this out, and no, it's not going to be closing time. There's a song by Sigur Ros called Svefn-g-englar. It is a siren song that maybe God himself wrote, herself wrote. There's some songs that lyric doesn't have to be your connection. It's a song that evokes feeling above all, and it feels like life and death and rapture and majesty all in one purge of a siren's bellows, and it's a special song, especially a good one to pick people up off the floor too. Look around, assess the damage, maybe call a Uber because you're too drunk to drive home. And that is my 10 songs for your house party. Try it out. Disappoint your friends.